CompTIA A Core 2, Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 2.7, given a scenario, apply workstation security options and hardening techniques. Account Management. We've already covered password best practices to ensure your passwords are strong enough to withstand attack, and we dove into end-user best practices to help secure and protect devices. Now, we're moving into account management best practices, because what good is a strong password if everyone has unrestricted access once they get inside? In this segment, we'll focus on controlling access, limiting unnecessary exposure, and tightening overall system security. First things first, let's talk about restricting user permissions. Not everyone needs access to everything, and that's where the principle of least privilege, which we discussed earlier, comes into play. This principle ensures that users only receive the access necessary to perform their specific tasks and nothing more. By limiting permissions, you reduce the risk of unauthorized access, accidental changes, and malware spreading into sensitive areas of the system. While making sure users only have access to what they need is a great start, managing access does not stop there. Permissions alone are not enough to fully secure a system. This is where restricting login times comes in handy. Limiting when users can log in adds another layer of protection. Imagine your system as a building with office hours. Outside those hours, no one should be wandering around inside. By setting login windows, such as restricting weekend or overnight access, organizations can reduce the chances of unauthorized access attempts occurring during off hours when fewer people are monitoring the environment. Building on the concept of reducing unnecessary access, it is also important to disable the guest account. The guest account is a bit like leaving a spare key under the doormat. Convenient? Maybe. Secure? Not exactly. Guest accounts are designed to provide temporary access with limited permissions, but if left enabled unnecessarily, they create an additional entry point attackers may attempt to exploit. Disabling the guest account helps ensure that every user accessing the system has a properly managed and authenticated account. Another important best practice is disabling unused services. Operating systems and applications often include background services that may not actually be needed in a particular environment. Every running service represents another potential attack surface that could contain vulnerabilities or be exploited by attackers. By disabling services that are unnecessary, organizations reduce the number of opportunities attackers have to gain access or abuse system resources. Think of it like locking unused doors in a building. If no one needs that entrance, there is no reason to leave it open. While controlling accounts and services is important, securing the system also involves preventing malicious software from automatically executing. This is where disabling autorun becomes valuable. Autorun is a Windows feature that can automatically launch programs when removable media, such as USB drives, are connected. While convenient, this can also create a major security risk. Imagine plugging in an infected USB drive and having malicious software launch immediately without warning. By disabling autorun, users gain control over what executes on the system, helping block malware from automatically spreading through removable devices. So, to bring it all together, strong account management involves restricting user permissions, limiting login times, disabling unnecessary guest access, turning off unused services, and preventing automatic execution of files through features like autorun. Together, these practices help reduce attack surfaces, improve system security, and keep your environment locked down tighter than Fort Knox. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.